And maybe you're not paying attention about the beef. Some of you guys aren't paying attention about the beef with Dad End. The beef is that they're protecting, that they're friends with people who have protected 2 level 3 sex offenders. It's real simple.
Are we ready to get into this?
Sure.
Do you want to just tell the story?
Yeah.
I'll just sit back and listen.
Yeah. Well, business over for my father, and a few years after that, he was still working for me. So he was already retired at the time. So he had to be 66, 67. So when he turned 65, I took the business over. So he came to me and said he got arrested. And I was like, well, what for? And I'm thinking it's DUI or something like that. And he told me what it was. He said it was for touching a minor. And I was like, what the hell? So he said that he was at his friend's house, and my father's name is Carl. His friend's name is Carl. So it gets a little confusing. But Carl was a plumber that we worked on the same jobs with. He worked for the same contractor we did a lot of work for. He was really good friends with my father. So my father, his second wife, not my mother, was with him, Carl the plumber, his wife, and their 16-year-old daughter. We're all hanging out at Carl's house in the pool. And probably 4 to 6 weeks after that, the girl was acting out, getting in trouble and shit. And the mother asked, what the hell's going on? And she's like, oh, well, I'm just traumatized. And she said, what are you talking about traumatized? And she said, well, Carl touched me in the pool the other day. So the mother freaks out, goes to the father. Now, the father, who I know pretty damn well, if he thought somebody touched his daughter, he wouldn't be breathing long. He's a hothead. And I don't know if he wasn't sure what happened, because he was there. His wife was there. My father's wife was there. And, he kind of stayed away. The mother pushed the charges, and they came and arrested him and, went to court. So going to court, his lawyer says, look, there's 2 ways we can go with this. We can fight it, but it's your word against hers. Because if a jury or the judge, however you go that route, believe her, you're looking at 5, 7, 10 years, whatever it was. I mean, this is over 20 years ago. This is 2000, 2001, something like that. And so he said, if they believe her, you're getting state time and this. I said the prosecutor's offering basically a couple of months. And if you want, you can get work release. So basically, he's spending the nights and weekends in jail. So rather than take a gamble, he did a guilty plea, took their deal, which, I mean, courts, I know courts, you never know. It's always a dice roll. So I can't blame him for that. He said he never did anything. That's what he said to me. So he took the deal. He continued working for me. He went back to the county jail at night and did his weekends. And he did a couple of months, and he had a few years probation after that, and it was done. It did create an issue with my sister. My sister asked me, said, did he or didn't he? I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. So she kind of did the cautious route and said, she distanced herself and her kids, who were small at the time, from him. And yeah, it created a rift in the family, but it's, she did what she thought was right. And, most of the people that knew it, like, they looked at it and said, really? I mean, I can't see that. So, like I said, I don't know if he did or not. If he accidentally touched her, I don't know. But I'm not my father. He did other things in his life that he's probably not very proud of either. He wasn't the most faithful husband and things like that. But I can't see him touching a kid. But I guess if I went to court and I had the choice of doing a couple of years or, kind of going, well, if I do this plea and I can plead guilty and do a couple of months and be out, that's fine. So, I mean, that's the story. So you can take it. Did he or did he not do something? I don't know. Was smart taking the plea rather than taking the chance with a jury? Maybe. But, you can't say. I wasn't there. Nobody else was there. I can't see if he wanted to touch someone, he would do it with his wife right there and the girl's parents right there, So that would be kind of stupid in my mind, but I've seen weirder things. So